What's up, everyone? I am the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios. That's right, I'm wearing 4 wristbands because, if you could see those, whatever. Sorry, this is going to be off the rails on the ridiculous train. That's the new thing. Instead of silly sauce, is a ridiculous train. But you can also pack many pallets of silly sauce on the ridiculous train. But let's move on. In this episode here, we have it slam-packed and jam-packed and full of preserves and strawberries and blueberries and peanut butter sandwiches. Getting off the rails again on this ridiculous train. I'm so sorry about that. I'm totally wearing pajama bottoms. What did I just wake up? I did. 2 cups of coffee in. Anyways, shifty-eyed dealer. What we're talking about today is 2 Intellivision. That's why we're calling this Intellivision versus the Amico. Not really because it's Intellivision versus Intellivision. It's just, how to explain it? Whew. Glad I had to cut that part out because I was just babbling. Reason we're calling it Intellivision versus Amico is original Intellivision versus Intellivision Amico would have been too long. But we're talking about two games that we're probably going to see on, and we're most likely will see on the Amico. So let's take a look at them. They're 2 original Intellivision games, but let's talk about my thoughts on what this could really turn into. Watch this thing fall apart as a... First one, Horse Racing. I think Horse Racing was awesome. It really taught you how to bet and be a gambler and probably drink and bet away your mortgage. No, it didn't really teach you that. That's not very nice. But there, other than the betting and the gambling, the horse racing, when I was a kid, like I played this. My dad got this, and it was hard to figure out, especially as a kid, because I'm like looking at the manual. There's 20,000 pages thick, but it was basically you place your bet. You look at your stats in your horse. You place your bet, and then obviously you were able to control, I believe, that horse depending on the control you had. You had to control that horse, and then you could coax, you could whip it. I guess it's not very PC today, right? Maybe it is. I don't know. They still have racing tracks here in Hazel Park, Michigan. And people, well, I guess they're not doing it much anymore right now, but because we're still under the lockdown till the 1st. I don't know if that includes race tracks or horse tracks or sport tracks or spider tracks and Make Tracks, the arcade game. Remember Make Tracks? Wasn't it also called like Steamroller or something? Wait, I'm getting way off the rails of the ridiculous train. What about the crazy train, right? What about Gravy Train? No. Anyways, horse racing, I think, on Amico would be amazing. Obviously, turn it into something to where it's more fun. Heck, you could even brand stuff. If you want to get way out to left field, you could probably brand stuff to be like different, like Kentucky Derby. Heck, even have some kid stuff. My Little Pony. Would you race ponies? They're kind of like horses. But I think horse racing would be pretty awesome. If you could actually take it for the part of the jockey and where you raise a horse maybe, or you slowly form the bond. Kind of like a Red Dead Redemption, but in a way better terms. But you basically take care of your horse, train it, run it, enter your races, have your stats, and more on the jockey side instead of being in the betting, because obviously you don't want kids to be like, I'm gonna gamble and bet and smoke cigarettes. I don't know why you'd have to smoke cigarettes. Maybe candy cigarettes. Give them candy cigarettes. Anyways, horse racing. I'm really thinking this would look awesome. I always enjoyed this as a kid. I still enjoy it now. Like when we were camping just this past summer, which is awesome to get away because of the whole 2020 thing. And we went up north. I brought this little, battery charger generator that ran my Intellivision flashback unit, and I had a portable TV that charges like for 4 or 5 hours. So we were playing for a couple hours, all different Intellivision games. Obviously, we played a lot of bowling, a lot of baseball, They're like, dude, let's check out Horse Racing. And I was like, dude, I haven't played that since a kid. And so Horse Racing we played, and I was like, this is really fun. And it's actually very extravagant and slightly complicated on everything you have to do. But that's what was kind of cool and complex about these games on a first 16-bit console. You know, it really had that really good complexity that made it like fun and like nothing else had it. It wasn't just something that was like Asteroids where you're just going blah 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 blah. It was like you picked it up, you read into it. Anyways, I really thought this was great. I think Horse Racing is going to be great. I'm thinking it's coming to the Amico. If it isn't, then whatever. But Horse Racing. Now let's go to my next one, which I know a lot of people have talked about. And it's a sports title. It was never my absolute favorite, but I think you know what I'm talking about. This is boxing.